There is, yeah. It's tough though.
I mean?
Like who's mastered it? I don't think anyone in this world has mastered it.
Nobody's really mastering it.
You know, like how do you bring your kid up where if you slap him, he looks at it as this is me becoming a tiger. You know, like.
So what's up, man? What you been up to?
No, dude, just getting ready for this kid.
Oh yeah, you're having a kid. I forgot.
You know that, dealing with fat boomers, you know.
At your job, your fat boomer boss.
I told him, like, hey, man, I have to start working from home more, you know, now when I'm expecting a child. I could see his fucking head just starting to short wire. And feel like fucking circuits are starting to trip in his fucking face.
Yeah, and
He's like, what
the office?
But my tits! What about me? I'm just like,
but your work family. You have a family here too.
What about oh my god, your work family? Holy shit! That is grounds for quitting right there.
Like, I really can't wait for all those fucking boomers to die, dude.
Like none of them are cool. Like none of them are good.
Yeah, for real. They're all a bunch of spoiled assholes.
Like for me, it's just like they're just not caught up with the times. That's all. And it's just like, all right, dude. I just can't wait for you to fucking keel over because there's no talking sense into them. The biggest difference, like people want to say, oh, our generation, we were tougher, we were this, we were that. It was like, no, your generation was just afraid to speak out on things, you know?
Yeah, for real.
Like now, like our generation is very just like, we're not easily impressed. We don't give a shit about what you think is cool.
Yeah,
you know?
pretty much.
Someone says like, oh, this guy's worth a lot of money, you know? Like we're just there with our, like on TikTok, like, okay, and you're like, you know, like we're just not easily impressed.
We're not impressed with fucking Sylvester Stallone anymore.
Right, exactly. Like we're not like,
who are some of these other 80s fucking
the great revered men, Schwarzenegger, like, okay,
yeah,
you know,
for real. Like,
everyone's like, oh, Schwarzenegger. It's like, all right, whoa, he lifted weights. Like him and a fucking trillion other people lift weights. Like,
yeah, it's like whatever, whatever, you big faggot.
I don't mean disrespect by it. Like, yeah, they accomplish things, but like, good for them. Like, what does that have to do with me? Like,
I mean, I don't know how much they accomplished. Look at the world now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
look what they did when they were in charge. Like, they're still in charge. True. No wonder fucking millennials are so gay, dude. Like, we're the sons and daughters of a bunch of fucking losers.
That's true.
Except for mom. Mom's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's about it.
The lack of easy impression and the lack of giving a shit about things that don't matter.
It makes them angry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what pisses them off the most, dude.
It's like, oh, we closed $1 million deal. How does it make you feel? I was like, all right.
I don't care.
Can I go home? Like, you know?
Just fucking pay me and let me go home, dude. Like,
literally, like, you know, and then people will say like, oh, yeah, you're just not ambitious. It's like, all right, whatever.
It's like, what, you want me to end up like you?
Yeah, like
in a failing business that you're just gonna try to sell off to some other fucking retard. It's probably like some fucking Chinese company who wants to do the same thing. Like,
they'll probably do it 1,000,000 times better, but it's like, okay, and it's
better.
Like,
they'll do it better and they'll do it cheaper. That's for fucking sure.
Did I ever tell you about the sales pitch that the owner gave me or gives me in my department about like what we're doing?
Nah. Bestow the gold. I have to hear this.
And this shit pisses me off when I hear it because it's like, stop it. I know what you're doing. Like, don't lie to us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He'll tell us things like, at this company, you're not just a cog in the wheel. You have a chance to build a legacy that'll be living and breathing for years to come. During my interview, he said that shit, and like I was like yesing him to death just so I can be like, yeah, give me the fucking job because I want to get paid and leave this current company that I'm at.
Of course, yeah. Right? Exactly.
And like as the months go on and I start to see like people's true colors, I'm just like, fuck, this guy's a scam artist, bro. Build a legacy? Like, you know, like what legacy? Fill your pockets maybe? Like, you know what I'm saying? And look, I understand. When you work for someone, you make them richer. You don't make yourself, like, you know, you earn income, but you don't make yourself a millionaire. You make other people rich, which is fine. I get it. That's the trade-off you get when you don't start something for yourself and you just work somewhere. But, like, don't try to sell me a dream. Like, don't sell me your dream. Just tell me how it is, you know?
Moses, you know, you're a part of this legacy, but you still have to pay for the snacks in the vending machine, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Literally, it's just like, all right, dude. Like,
you're a part of this legacy, but we're still gonna yell at you for things that we
making a mistake. Yeah. Like, you know,
for our mistake, we're gonna yell at you for our mistake.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, don't lie to me, bro. Just treat me like an employee. Treat me like a fucking like a schlep, and let's just move on.
Yeah,
you know?
For real. Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm building a legacy. Just tell me I'm here. Tell me I'm here to make you richer. That's it.
In the interview, like, I would have loved it if you were like, you know what, dude? I don't even fucking want to work for you. You're full of shit, dude. Like, you're fucking horse feeding right now, bro.
Dude, I was so desperate to leave my other job. That's why I was like, legacy, fuck yeah. You know, like,
yeah, dude. What kind of wars are we starting, man?
Kicking ass and taking names, huh?
What are we doing here? Selling toilets? Selling toilet subscriptions?
Like when people talk about you're just on autopilot all the time at work, it's like, yeah, dude. So what?
Yeah, of course you are.
I don't want to think about my fucking job. I just want to do it and leave.
What the hell is there to think about? Like, what are you even doing that's so important?
Nothing. Just fucking send an email to some other asshole who's thinking the same thing you are.
Let him pick up the fucking slack, dude. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Jesus. He makes more money than you, probably. Speaking of boomers, I was working out, like, back in the summer.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I've never told you this story before, but it's a pretty funny story. I was working out, and there was this fucking fat old Italian boomer who didn't have a shirt on.
Oh, boy.
I was over at a calisthenic park.
Didn't have a shirt on?
He didn't have a shirt on, and his pants were hiked, like, way up, dude. Like,
oh, my God.
He was about to cover his nipples with those fucking things. So, but yeah, dude. It was either pants or a bra. I don't know which one it was, dude. Anyway, fucking. So I was working out. It was hot. It was like a scorcher. Like over this past summer, it got hot as fuck. And this guy was out, and he was working out, which I respect. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was pretty cool. Old guy going out to work out and stuff like that. But, like, he's just like, he said something that got under my skin. And it's not what he said, it's how he said it. Because I could tell what kind of guy he was, how he said it. He was wiping sweat off of his face with his t-shirt that he wasn't wearing.
Oh, God.
Like, he was like, God, it's like a sauna out here.
It's like a sauna.
I was like, you sound like a fucking pussy. Like, you sound like you beat your kids because you're scared of them, like, being, like, bigger than you. You know what I mean? Like, gotta teach these kids respect.
Was he in good shape at least?
No, dude, like... he was fat. But, like, I do respect him for the workout, though. I respect him for being out. I've never seen him since. He only worked out that day. I guess he went home and fucking keeled over. But, like, he was out there.
Probably went home, drank, and beat his wife.
Yeah,
me, you stupid bitch.
I'm out here working all day for my wife to bring home cold meatloaf.
Painting your fucking nails.
But, like, yeah, the way he said it just bothered me. And I was like, I didn't like
sauna.
It's like a sauna out here. I didn't even say anything to him.
He sounds like a fat EMT.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I mean, EMTs are like 20-year-old EMTs are like the same guy. You know what I mean? Like, I've met so many 20-year-old EMTs who are the same exact guy and, like, don't even have the day of working out. Like, you know what I mean? They have no day in the sun.
Yeah.
So, at least this guy gets some fucking airtime on our podcast. I didn't say anything to him, like, right away. Like, I took a second and I was like, this fucking guy. I was like, just keep going, dude. And he didn't say anything to me. I guess he didn't like being shown up by a young guy or whatever the fuck.
He wasn't feeling it.
No, yeah. He wasn't feeling that shit, yeah. He'll tell me all about how he's hot. The second I try to help him out and encourage him, he's like, no fucking way, dude. No fucking way. He's like,
nah. I had a pretty strange boomer moment. Remember that gym on Bergen Line next to the pizzeria, next to like Sal's Pizza?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I remember that place.
So I tried that gym out for a day. I think I had like a 3-day trial or something. At first, I was expecting this like some like fancy gym. Like this guy, the guy on the phone was like, "Yeah, we have an upstairs, we got a downstairs, we got a left stairs, a right stairs." I'm just like, "Shit."
Okay.
This gym sounds like fucking
This place has fucking everything, dude.
Yeah, literally, like fucking flying saucers and shit. Like, no, the upstairs was okay.
You got a second gym on the moon, bro?
It was like a good scrappy gym. I went down there, I started doing some lifts, and like there was this old guy in there who was like fascinated with his body. Fascinated. Really? He just like kept looking at himself. He kept lifting and making sounds like like yeah, like, you know, just like dude. Just making every sound he possibly could that could possibly come out of his face was happening at that moment with lifting.
He's getting it, dude.
And like 10 minutes in of me just like doing my stuff, he's just like, "Yeah, kid, got a lot of years to go if you're gonna look like me." And I was just like, yeah.
Yo, he big brothered the shit out of you, dude.
And literally, and he just stood there for like 10 minutes looking at himself after that.
Jesus Christ.
And I was just like, yeah, man. And I just left and never fucking went back to that gym ever again.
Damn, yo, he intimidated you, man.
he scared the shit out of me. I was just like, fuck that, dude.
Was he even jacked?
He was like, I have a word made up. Like fat jacked.
Oh, okay.
But he wasn't fat.
Right here.
He does look like a guy that lifts weights, you know? He doesn't look like he wasn't chiseled or nothing.
Like a power builder body, or a power lifter.
Power builder body, yeah.
Yeah, power builder. Stupid.
Not even that. Just a guy that goes to the gym. That's it.
So he was fat and he had big forearms, is what you're saying.
But he wasn't fat. I don't know what he was. He just looked like he went to the gym. Like I don't know if that's a.
All right, that's cool.
Like you could tell if people work out and people don't work out.
Yeah.
You know.
He looked like he worked out.
You could tell who has virgin muscles and who looks like they've done something with their life. This guy looks like he's like he's like he's worked a construction job.
He's been around the block a few times.
Been around the block, exactly.
Okay, that's
fuck,
cool.
I gotta heal.
Well, yeah, dude. Sorry to say, but you got big fucking brothered, bro.
Yeah.
You got big brothered by the fat guy at the gym, and you never went back, dude. Oh fuck, shit.
It was a pretty scary moment. I'm just like, man, what am I doing with my life?
Like, damn,
literally, dude. In high school, I was like,
how am I ever gonna stack up to this guy, man?
I had a few moments in high school where I was just like, I questioned like if I was ever gonna make it in life.
Really?
Yeah, that was one of them.
Really?
Yeah. Like
what?
I was just like, "Fuck, am I ever gonna be able to lift weights?" Like, you know, even though I was lifting weights when I was there, but the guy just like said, "Yeah, kid, you're not gonna be like me." I'm just like, "Fuck," you know.
That's pretty weird.
Honestly. I mean, it lasted for like a day, and then I got over it.
Okay.
You know?
Well, that's a weird. Watch out, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Shit.
Get
Fuck,
back here,
man.
Fuck.
I keep thinking I'm playing Far Cry. And another moment in college when I failed my fucking written exam to get my permit, my driver's permit.
Oh, you failed that?
The first time I failed it, yeah.
Damn, son. So, yeah, sounds like you had to contemplate life a few times.
Yeah, that one made me really think like, fuck, I am gonna end up like going to community college and probably dropping out, you know, work at fucking Pathmark for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I was for a good while in my life, I was pretty easily rattled by things.
It's pretty weird. Like, I've never had that.
She's goading you to
but
be reckless.
Then again, I haven't really done much with my life. You know,
well, I mean,
so it's probably good that you had those.
I was gonna say, man, I feel like at one point in anyone's life, you kind of need to go through shit that makes you question stuff. You know?
Yeah, you do. I mean, I'm going through that kind of shit. I'm going through that kind of shit now with that whole. I don't want to say what I'm doing, but the whole process I'm going through, trying to get that job in the future. You know what I mean?
Your sex change? That?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just started questioning who I really was, and I decided to start growing titties.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. It's just like, I feel like if you're too good at things, that means you're not trying anything. You know?
I mean, that's kind of the weird thing. Like in college, the college I wanted to get into, I got into. You know what I mean? But then when I got there, I was like, I didn't really do much with it. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I just kind of coasted through high school, and then I coasted through college. It wasn't until after college I turned into a giant fucking loser. Then I had to start pulling myself up by the bootstraps, so to speak.
You gotta fail sometimes in life, honestly. Yeah. You gotta just... Even if it's a simple little test, like, it's just like, if you're easily rattled, you need to get rattled in order for you to fucking realize it's not a big deal. Like, I was terrified in college of failing a test. Like, if I had failed a test, I think, like, early on in my college days, I probably would have dropped out.
Really?
Yeah, I probably would have dropped out. That's how, like...
I mean, weren't all the times Dad fucking beat the shit out of us? Like, didn't Dad do anything? Like, didn't Dad toughen you up?
No, because of that, I never really got hit because of grades.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You did, yeah. Because I was always okay at school growing up. Like I was never the smartest kid in class, but I never really failed anything. I just kind of got by. High school was a bit different. I was just like, you know, I failed tests in high school, but never failed a class. Because in high school you have 9 months to make up for in college you only have 10 weeks. The pressure is on, and also too, like the stigma or the pressure of like, I want to finish in 4 years. I don't want to get set back. Like, if I don't do this, I'm not going to find a job. If I don't find a job, I'm not going to start my career. I had a friend who he kind of got lazy in college. He ended up dropping 2 important classes. He said, I'm going to take next semester off. And, you know, he said, yeah, but I'm coming back the following semester. He never did. To this day, he never went back to college.
Yeah, I know a kid who fucking finished high school and literally did nothing. You know him, obviously. You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
him,
I know. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, he sits at home. He's a security guard now. But other than that, like, he's just at home. Like, he's not trying to do anything.
I don't know if it's a fear thing, or if it's just like fuck, I'm stuck, you know?
I understand, like, the stuck thing. I really do. I don't know, like, if you know about, like, fight or flight, stuff like, you know about fight or flight and shit like that, right?
No, it's fight or flight.
Fight or flight is your response to dire situations, or your response to adrenaline or anxiety or something like that.
Okay, okay.
It's like a natural thing. Like, you have either fight or flight in you. A lot of people thought for years that it was just either fight or flight, but apparently there's like two more. It's fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Like, I don't know, if somebody starts a fight with you on the street, you can either fight, you can run away, you can freeze up, or you can like submit, you know, kind of like pussy out and shit like that. And it's not just in immediate situations. I think it actually happens in like long-term situations, like life.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like when life happens, or like something important happens or whatever. Like me, I'm a freezer. I've always been a freezer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't until I started training recently, like martial arts and stuff recently, that I actually think I could probably be a fighter now. For like most of my life, I was a freezer because of like, you know, when we got disciplined by dad and shit like that, you couldn't really do anything. We couldn't run away because where would we go? You know, on the streets.
So yeah, naturally you just got accustomed to freezing.
Yeah, just get accustomed to freezing. So
speaking of the streets, dude, remember when dad would threaten to like kick us out? Onto the street.
Yeah.
I remember one time he was like, I'll kick you out of the house so you'll freeze to death overnight so the dogs will come and eat you. I was just like, fine, sorry. Like, what the hell did I do?
How old was I? Like 5?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like 5 years old. That was cool.
Like, what?
You know,
like, what did I do? Like,
yeah, for real.
Sorry I ate the last fucking cookie, asshole. Like, you know, like.
Yeah, fucking, I remember one time, like, while he was beating the shit out of me, I broke a shelf. I was like I was being a fat kid, and I hung from a shelf, and I broke the shelf. And mom got pissed. Mom never, like, mom would get pissed, but like you'd have to do something really stupid when mom was in like a really bad mood for her to like start really yelling and shit like that.
Yeah.
And after dad fucking whooped my ass, like, he dragged me by my shirt. Like, I was falling, and he was dragging me like outside into the hallway. Fucking like,
oh my god.
Yeah, like, yeah. I got back in a few seconds later, but, you know, it was scary.
Yeah.
It was a scary time. Not fun.
Looking back on it, it's fucking hilarious now, but God, a lot of, like, it's true, though. Like, the whole freezing thing, like, you're right. Like, sometimes you're just conditioned to not, like, I don't want, like, see, for me, it's tough, because, like, I don't want to raise my kid to be a pussy. I don't want to raise him to be spoiled, though. It's like, what do? It's like, do you hit him? Do you scare the shit out of him? Or do you know, if you raise him to be tough, you're most likely going to be a pushover of a parent.
I think there's a line. There's a line.
There is, yeah. It's tough, though. I mean? Like, who's mastered it? I don't think anyone in this world has mastered it.
Nobody's really mastering it.
You know, like, how do you bring your kid up where if you slap him, he looks at it as, this is me becoming a tiger, you know? Like, you know, I'm going to be a fighter because like, no, he's going to look at it as, fuck, if I break the rules, I'm going to get anxiety and crawl into a hole.
I can tell you what happened to me the first time that I fought back. This is a story that I don't tell often. I don't think I've actually ever told this to you. Really? Or Ollie. Yeah, but Ollie was there when it happened. We were closer to getting the shit. Really little. And one time, I was just like sitting on...
kick dad in the balls or something?
I wanted to, like, real bad. One time I was sitting on the floor playing, and dad and Ollie were on the couch. Dad was like making fun of me, like, in a way he never did before. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't it wasn't funny anymore. You know what I mean? Like, before then, like, I knew what was like a funny joke and what I could laugh at and what wasn't. And he was just going, like, he was going in. You know what I mean? He was roasting the shit out of me for something. And I forgot. I don't remember what it was. And Ollie was laughing. And I remember when I saw Ollie laughing, I was like, fuck, what the Ollie can't fucking laugh. Ollie gets the shit kicked out of him like I do.
Yeah.
So I told him to shut up.
Dad or Ollie?
Both of them. I told him to shut up. It was my first time ever standing up for I was super young. First time ever standing up for myself. Dad whooped the fucking snot out of me for doing that, dude. You know, so yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
you know?
bro. Hey, good for you. You know what? Fuck him. Good thing you said shut up.